Hello, welcome to Driven, it's Storytime. I'm still out and about in my Honda Jazz. Now, you might have guessed from some videos that might have gone up or may not have gone up, I'm in the same clothes. I know I'm out and about doing as much as I can to the camera because we've got a really nice day, graced with some sunshine, which actually, as nice as it is, lots of cars going by. Oh, recognition, probably not. Oh, yes, probably. Because I've got 105 subscribers. I know, right? Who would have thought it? Anyway, I was making jokes again. Oh, this bonnet is so warm. God, it's nice. Because it's not exactly pleasantly warm out. It's a little bit cold. Anyway, I'm rambling. You've come for a story. Anyway, today's story is... I'm going to give it away. Bugger it. It's another French car. It's a Renault. Another Renault. I know, I've done so many Renaults. And I have to say, looking at the figures, either people like Renaults, or they don't like Renaults. I don't know. I don't really know what's a popular car, but there we go. I'm not really after popular hits and stuff. I just like to ramble to a camera. Anyway, today's car, quite similar in some veins. You might just go, oh, Stuart, you talk a load of old rubbish. Quite possibly. No, I do actually. But it's quite similar in vein to the Honda Jazz because this car, boxy, square, practical. Honda Jazz, boxy, square, practical. Doesn't quite seat as many people as this car that I'm going to tell you about, but boxy, square, practical. So I give you Renault Espace. Glasses. Picture the scene, France, 1985. Now, these cars, these are quite well regarded in as much as they created a genre of vehicle that, to be honest with you, for about the next 20 odd years, manufacturers went mad. Some did really, really well and absolutely nailed it. Some, they didn't. They just literally got a van, put some plush carpet in it and went, there you go, there's an MPV. Citroën, Peugeot, Fiat, Lancia, they all did that. They took a Fiat Scudo, or the equivalent of Peugeot and Citroën, and they went, quick, some fancy carpet, and we just called it, your French version. But they were late to the game. They were so late. And this is really quite shocking, bearing in mind that I think it was Peugeot who were offered this concept first. Anyway, the Renault Espace. And do you know what? I always loved the Renault Espace. I really, really did resent my father at times. I know, right? I didn't really, but when you're young, you do. And it was like, oh, great, what have we got? Datsun Sunny. I really wanted him to buy a Renault Espace. A bit of a perv, you see. I do like a van with windows and seats. However, oh yes, they're quite right here. A new design concept. Discarding the conventional approach to car design, Renault have produced the Renault Espace, which I have to say, when I was growing up, I could not pronounce it. It's like digestive. I could say it now. When I was younger, growing up, digefries. I could not say digestive. And Espace, I just could not pronounce Espace. Espace. Yeah. Anyway, it's Espace. A totally new and brilliant design concept which can be truly described as a leap into the future. From the outside, the Espace is no longer than a normal saloon. We're not going to tell you what size a normal saloon is, but we're just going to say it's just a normal saloon. It is easy to handle, and with its power steering, easy to park, making it the ideal car for city driving or the open road. It combines compact proportions, 167.3 inches long, 654 inches high, and 70 inches wide. With outstanding performance, 109 miles per hour from a 110 brake horsepower engine, 0 to 60 in under 12 seconds, quicker than this. And a very low drag coefficient, 0.32. For the 2-litre TSE, probably because it came with a front spoiler. I think that's the only difference really, but 0.32. So that, again, see, that's not bad. 0.32 for what is in effect a box. Once inside, you are in a world of comfort, space and amazing visibility. It's actually a modular space. That's a pleasure to be in. It can double as an office or a living room. The alternatives are endless. Compared with a traditional saloon, the Espace offers a new solution to modern motoring. The interior layout can easily be adapted to your needs and lifestyle. It can carry up to 7 people in individual comfort, or alternatively, it can double as a spacious load carrier. The choice is yours. Two models with two levels of equipment, 2000 GTS and 2000 TSE, with a 1995cc engine, 110 brake horsepower. And that is 1984 French Press Automobile Association Award for Technical Innovation. Oh, it won an award! Yeah, I'm not surprised really. Bloody marvellous. And we open up, oh, Renault Espace, the car that thinks it's a living room. Renault Espace, the car that thinks it's a living room. Someone's dropped their shoes just over the floor. That's really annoyed me. Lovely interior though, but pick your shoes up. Now, I have noticed there's a spelling mistake here, so see if you pick it up. Silence and outstanding visibility are some of the major benefits for the new Renault Espace. I know. Any spelling mistakes I find in these brochures, I will let you know, so I'm going to say that again. Silence and outstanding visibility are some of the major benefits to the new Renault Espace. The fiberglass body shell with all-round deep pile carpeting and engine bulkhead insulation ensures a smoother, quieter ride than the traditional estate car of steel construction. The large panoramic glass area gives a feeling of space and light combined with maximum visibility. Actually, they were really, really good with visibility. I mean, cars have got to have these big, massive, stupid things now because they'll roll over. But back there, I mean, you wouldn't want to roll over in a Renault Espace because, I mean, the pillars were so thin, but visibility, fantastic. The large panoramic glass area gives a feeling of space and light combined with maximum visibility. The optional twin tilting tinted glass sunroofs, try and say that quickly, TSE model only, also contribute to this effect. These design features, plus the additional luxury of novel seat configurations, including the option of folding rear seats, all add up to the car that thinks it's a living room. The space that has been created is a result of the entirely new approach Renault have made to car design. Actually, Renault lied, because it wasn't Renault that made this, it was Matra. Don't ever forget that. It was Matra, people who gave us the Matra Rancho. They were the people that came up with this concept, not Renault. God, they lie, don't they? Renault, you've got a spelling mistake and you lie. You lie like rugs. Anyway, for instance, all the rear passenger seats are independent and can easily be removed, complete with their own safety belts, to create extra space. There are 3 rear passenger seats with the option of 1 or 2 more in the row behind. They are all identical, reclining, removable seats, each fastened quickly and easily to 5 points on the floor. The backrest of each seat can also be folded forward to make a rigid horizontal table. In addition, with the back folded down, the whole seat can be folded forward to give even more room. The front seats of the Espace 2000 TSE are shaped to give extra side support, and in addition to the normal reclining position, they can be turned around when the vehicle is stationary to face the occupants in the rear. Well, you wouldn't exactly want to turn around the driver's seat now, would you, to face the passengers in the rear? Because, well, you would crash and die. Compact exterior with exceptional interior space. The Renault Espace is easy to get into, with its wide opening 70-degree big doors in the front and at the rear. Front doors 39.8 inches wide and rear doors 37.9 inches wide. The door sills are also low for ease of entry. When you get inside, you are immediately aware of the space, in no way comparable with an ordinary estate car. Well, I'm not surprised because these things really look like vans. They were pretty much a van. It was a van concept, wasn't it, really? And let's be honest, it's a van concept, but just made, plushed up to like a car. The large, deep windows all round and the elegantly raked panoramic windscreen give an unusual amount of light to the interior and contribute to the feeling of spaciousness. The design makes good use of all available space, with the large 30 to 105.9 cubic foot load platform at the rear, depending on seat configuration, enabling the occupants to move around without obstruction. This is a car that offers you a multitude of uses and interior layouts that just don't exist in the world of ordinary saloons and estate cars, because this was designed like a van. My words, not theirs. The driver is positioned as far forward as possible. Oh, VW did that better with their transporters. Anyway, I digress. The driver is positioned as far forward as possible to increase the available rear space to 96.8 inches between front seat backrest and the rear door. The front seats are of compact design and spaced wide apart so they don't block the view from the rear. The maximum roof height is 44.7 inches. Oh, there's some lovely pictures here. Oh, lovely fabric insert into the dashboard. Oh, that is nice. Do you know what? The dashboards on these, they really did look like lovely places to be in. And you're like, yeah. You could see why people sort of went, yeah, these things really are just utterly amazing. They just moved car design on so far ahead, despite the fact it's a van. But it's a little bit more posher than a van, actually, because I've just literally stated it, going, oh, it's a van. The concept is a van. However, the dashboard is pretty much not a van dashboard. It's very, very much more practical. But this design of dashboard did eventually trickle down to vans. With all its usable storage and cubbyhole spaces, it did become the norm. The Renault Espace 2000 TSE, 1995cc. They all got 1995cc engines. I don't know why they keep telling us that. Luxurious carpeting on the floor and side panels. Spacious, modern dashboard, trimmed in the same cloth as the seats and door panels. A lockable glove compartment, upholstered armrests built into the doors. One-touch electric window control on the driver's door. Wow, that was something. One-touch windows, bloody hell. Rear window wash wipe, 2 rear view door mirrors, electrically controlled from the interior. Remote control central locking for all 4 doors, plus tailgate, and fuel filler cap. Air horns, burp, so French. Optional stereo radio cassette system, 4x20 watt, 6 speakers. 4x20 watt, 6 speakers. It's got a lot of speakers. With remote control radio station selection buttons near the steering wheel, electronic rev counter, elegant and functional instrumentation, 5-speed gearbox. All the controls rationally designed with the driver's comfort in mind. Now, do you know, that really did come quite well spec'd. All that stuff that you've got there, fingertip controls for the radio, we take that for granted now. Now, this Honda of mine, what's this, 2015, it's 10 years old. It's got stereo buttons on the steering wheel. And press cars I've had for the last 10 years or so, they've all got buttons on the steering wheel. You sort of take that for granted now. But back then, 1985, this is a long time ago, that was not the norm. Getaway in the Espace. And this is the 2000 GTS, which has got hubcaps. Doesn't look quite so sexy. Oh, controlled driving at your fingertips. Renault Espace 2000 GTS 1995cc engine. All-round protection with side polyester bumper shields and front and rear polyester bumpers. Lockable fuel filler, front radiator grille, and 3 horizontal slats. Side... Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what we're telling you about the grille, but that's the grille. Side windows framed in matte black. Heated rear window with rear wash wipe, laminated windscreen. 2 rear view door mirrors, adjustable from inside. Rear fog light and reversing lights. Aerodynamic wheel trims, plastic hubcaps. The Renault Espace, sorry, that's my words, not theirs. The Renault Espace 2000 GTS leaves nothing out when it comes to driving pleasure and passenger comfort. Do you know what? They do look bloody lovely. Never actually got to drive one. Really quite gutted about that. Actually, any of the Espaces. No, I've never driven any Espaces. But I like a van with windows, so... Anyway, at first glance, the dashboard layout of the GTS model is ready to deliver all the necessary information. The main controls, all grouped together, can be identified without hesitation. The floor-mounted 5-speed gear lever is just where your hand wants it. And the illuminated heater and ventilation controls are clear and easy to use. Now lots of manufacturers hide it behind a fucking screen. Anyway, my words, not theirs. The heating and ventilation system is extremely effective, giving complete control of the interior temperature. Electronic rev counter, central door locking of 4 passenger doors. Oh, that's it. The tailgate, no, apparently not, it's just the 4 passenger doors. Quartz digital clock in the central console. which includes illuminated ashtray, cigar lighter and space for additional sound system, map pockets in the front doors, power assisted steering. Everything is provided for relaxed driving. But your tailgate, you have to open manually, apparently. And then we've got all the stuff about what makes it what it is. So I'm going to tell you all about it. Oh, and there's a picture of the steel construction. Well, yes, do you know what? You look at that. Look up the original concept for this with the Matra. And I tell you now, imagine it naked without the plastic panels. And you can see pretty much that is what this is. Particularly the front, round by the headlights. You sort of go, yeah, I can see the Matra headlights there. Anyway, I was digressing. The remarkable road holding. The Renault Espace 2000 TSC and GTS are both equipped with the same modern engine, which they've told us through the brochure. What is it? 1995cc engine. With overhead camshaft, a power of 79.5 kilowatt ISO 110 brake horsepower din at 5,500 RPM and a torque of 160 newton meters ISO at 3,000 RPM. I have no idea what ISO means, but there we go. A flexible engine with high torque at low speed, low fuel consumption and all-round power of a 2 litre combined with thoroughly proven reliability and efficiency. Space age aerodynamics. CD 0.32 with its pronounced curvature of the windscreen, shaped front bumper with built-in spoiler, smooth body lines. The Renault Espace 2000 TSE has a remarkable drag coefficient that improves performance and reduces fuel consumption. Now that's the TSE, but the GTS, we're not going to tell you what the GTS is. We're not even going to tell you anything else about the GTS. I'm just going to have a little look back. And what we've got, they don't even show the front bumper. I think it's all to do with that front spoiler. I think that's the only thing that's different that sort of comes to mind, really. I'm quite sure that is. Anyway, remarkable road holding and passenger comfort, exceptional driving comfort, excellent road holding capabilities and outstanding suspension. French, isn't it? The Renault Espace has independent suspension on all 4 wheels with negative offset steering geometry to keep you on the right line, whatever the conditions. The front suspension is equipped with helicoil springs, an anti-roll bar and hydraulic telescopic shock absorbers. The rear suspension is designed for passenger comfort to avoid roll and yet take a heavy load. It consists of open clover-shaped twin longitudinal trailing arms and transverse bar. The rear suspension also has variable helicoil springs to maintain a level ride and telescopic hydraulic shock absorbers that are angled to increase interior space. Oh no, they're that way. Oh, they're coming. Oh, there's a little schematic here. I'll put that up there and you'll go, oh yeah, so they are. Clever. Built to be tough. The most modern methods have been used to help keep the Renault Espace corrosion-free, which, let's face it, we want a corrosion-free Renault, because Renault, even back then, 1985, were not good. Actually, none of the French manufacturers were really that good, were they? But, yeah, Renault, think of Renault 14. Shame, I like the Renault 14. Anyway, the most modern methods have been used, I digressed there, didn't I? To help keep the Renault Espace corrosion-free, including the installation of a special automatic hot zinc galvanisation line in the assembly plant. The chassis body frame goes through an 8-minute bath in 350 tonnes of molten zinc at 450 degrees Celsius, picking up a 65 micro coating of zinc as it goes along, adding some 30 kilograms of zinc to the structure. Oh, do you know what? This is nerdy facts. I like this. The galvanisation is applied both to the inside of the structure and to the inside of all hollow sections. This protection technique is not just a coating, as the zinc causes a molecular transformation as it penetrates the steel plate, increasing its torsional strength by 60% and its bending strength by 20%. Oh my God! Do you know what? If you love facts and figures, do you know, usually it's not these things that really give me a little bit of a crisis moment, but that is a lot to take in, isn't it? This galvanised chassis body frame is then fitted with the plastic reinforced glass fibre polyester body panels to complete the body construction. These panels are constructed of a third glass fibre, a third mineral loading and a third polyester resin. Well, that leaves 1% of... Make it up as you go along. Fiberglass offers many major advantages. It is a stable product. It's just not very good to recycle. It is stronger than the same weight of steel. In cases of accidental damage, the deformation of steel is spread out, while with laminated polyester, the shock remains localized and it is absorbed by the construction of the material, which limits the extent of the area to be repaired. Repairs are generally simpler. Oh, there we go. Built to be tough. I had no idea about that. I don't always read the brochures before I sort of chat about them. You might have guessed that, I know. But, oh, do you know, all that 350 tonnes of molten zinc, it's hot as the sun, really, picking up all of that and adding 30 kilograms of zinc to the structure. 30 kilos! Bloody hell. And then, oh, we've got some colours and stuff. We've got blue glass, blue bodywork, red bodywork, grey bodywork, all that stuff. And yeah. And then we've got all the options, which are plentiful or not. And then some sizes and some configuration things of what you do and what the vehicle does performance-wise, which, oh, look at this. See, tyres. I did a review on this. I was rabbiting on about the tyres. This sort of Honda Jazz sits on 16-inch alloy wheels with 185 section cars. Section tyres. It's a small little hatchback. This was Vern that took 7 people. It sat on 185 section tyres. Bloody hell. Anyway, our fuel consumption. Ooh, this is actually quite impressive. Oh, see, the drag coefficient, it is going to tell us that. Hang on, I'm going to digress slightly. So the GTS, which didn't have the spoiler, 0.35, whereas the TSE with the front spoiler, I think that's the only difference. That's what caused it, 0.32. However, fuel economy is in the TSE's favour, the one with the spoiler. Because urban cycle, 26.2 for both. However, when you're down the motorway, it will do pretty much 2 miles per gallon more. So you've got the GTS that does 30 at a constant 75 and 41 at a constant 56, while you've got the TSE that does 32 at 75, 43 at 56. But both of them will max out at 109 miles an hour and top 60 at 11.9 seconds, practically 12. But it's that thing, isn't it? As long as if it said 12, you go, oh, that takes forever. 11.9, oh, that's quite all right. And there you go. That is your Renault Espace. I still can't work out that stereo. 4x20 watt hi-fi amplified tuner equalizer, 6 speakers. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for the Espace. I'm going to bugger off home now. Anyway, mind you go. Take care. I'll see you soon. Oh, do you know, having sat on that wet bench when I did the review for this, the bonnet on this is warm. Oh, it's just what my backside needed. Picture the scene. No, I'm gonna find it. Oh! I found a year. I've got a year at last. Oh. Someone who's just literally kicked off their shoes, admittedly clean shoes, and just left them scattered all over the floor. Pick them up after yourself. Anyway, silence and outstanding visibility are some of the major benefits. Oh, they've got a spelling. Renault, you've got a spelling mistake here. And to be honest with you, I'm actually quite annoyed at this picture. It's a lovely fold out, seats twisty turning and all that stuff. Someone has just kicked off their shoes, just left them scattered on the floor. Oh, that annoys me. I'd throw them at the person who's taken them off like that. Including the, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm going to start that again. Turning motoring inside out. Oh, do you know what? Now I can't stop singing. What's it? Odyssey. I want to be inside out. Oh, God. Anyway, so... Oh, I think I've got poo on my shoes. Or is it just fresh... Oh, no, it's fresh mud. God, it's seats of the Espace 2000 TSE are, however that is, petale shaped. Or petal shaped? What the... No. Anyway, there was a word here, and I can't say it. I cannot pronounce it. Petale. Answers in the comments. Petale. Because it says here, the front seats on the Espace 2000 TSE are Petal shaped. They just look very comfortable. And they just say, are very comfortably shaped. Bloody idiots. How much more room? Oh my God, they've got a picture here with some guns. Okay. Compact exterior with exceptional interior space. The Renault Espace is easy to get into. I'm going to start that again because I said that wrong, didn't I? Espace. See, that's why I had trouble. See, this is why I had trouble. So let's try Espace. Let's call it Espace. It's Espace. Fucking hell. Actually, it's like the Citroen Berlingo because they call that the multispace. And you go, well, it's not, it's multi-space. But no, it's called multispace. Multispace. Oh, I don't fucking know. I want a coffee. That's what I need. Coffee and a nap. I'm old now. Coffee and a nap. Lovely. Anyway, GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.